Hey guys, welcome back. So I got February favorites for you today, and I have quite a few skincare favorites this month, which is kind of different for me because skincare is not really my first love as far as beauty products go. I'm really good about keeping a skincare regimen, and it's always changing. Basically, I'm always trying new things, but I'm really good about always using something. But I did find some standout favorites this month, and then I've got some fashion favorites, some other random favorites, and then of course I'll go over my overall Friday favorites. So let's just jump into it. For my overall Friday favorites this month, my Tarte Lip palette is definitely a standout for eyes. I'm wearing this on my eyes today kind of as transition colors and in my outer corner. So I do enjoy this palette by itself. If you like a matte eye look, I think you will like it by itself as well. But I really love it as a companion palette. So that's kind of how I've been using it the most in February. So it's just a great, beautiful, mostly neutral toned kind of a palette. There's a lot of like purpley tones in here. Let me try to open it. There we go. A lot of kind of like purpley tones, but there are some like, you know, browns and stuff in it too. So it's not just purpley pinks and that kind of stuff, but it's just a really beautiful palette. And then also, oh my gosh, I love these Moon Dust shadows from Urban Decay. These are incredible. I have blog posts on this stuff, so anything I have blog posts on, I'll link down below. And I do have a Tarte Lip palette review video coming up, I think, after this video. So, but these are amazing. I have them on my eyes as well. I like using them together. I mean, I love Solstice by itself. I love them both by themselves, but together, they're really, really pretty. So either by itself, I think, is a pretty color, but I like it in conjunction with Solstice, but I do like Solstice by itself, if any of that makes sense. So you can see it on my eyes. I have both of them today, and they're just like so glittery and beautiful and amazing. I absolutely love these. Highly, highly recommend them. For blush, I really enjoyed these two pink ones from MAC. So this first one is Well Dressed, just a great classic sweet pink. I'm wearing it on my cheeks today. It does take some building, but not a ton, and it just ends up being a really easy, wearable pink blush. I just really, really enjoy it. MAC blushes stay around on the cheeks for a long time, at least on my skin. That's what I noticed. They're very long wearing. And then this one is the Mineralized Blush in Just a Wisp. And it is just that kind of glowy, sweet pink. You have to be okay with that really light, cool toned pink blush. I mentioned that in my Friday favorites. I mean, that has a lot of white in it. It's got a lot of white kind of in the base of it. But I mean, it is just glowy and incredible, and I love it. All these things I do swatch in a Friday favorites, so you can go back and watch the Friday favorites to see better swatches, but these are both just beautiful, sweet pink blushes. My standout lip favorites this month were both neutrals. So first off is Jordana's Twist and Shine. I cannot ever say that right. Twist and Shine. I don't know. I always say it weird, or I feel like I do. The Twist and Shine Moisturizing Balm Stain in Gorgeous Peony. I mentioned this in the Friday favorites and I talked about this in, that it's that like throw it in your purse, it can live there kind of a lip product, because it's kind of that like neutral nudie pink, and I mean, it's a lip crayon, so it's just so easy, no-brainer. And these do stain your lips, so that's a really nice kind of bonus to it, is that they're comfortable on the lips, but they do stay around a good amount of time. And then, oh my goodness, I have to mention my Chanel Rouge Coco in Cecily. I got this from my husband for Valentine's Day, and it is just like so fancy and amazing. I'm wearing it today. It goes with everything. It's comfortable, it's glossy, it's fancy, it feels like heavy, and it's just luxurious, and I love it. This could end up being a problem because I really like this lipstick a lot. Okay, now on to some other favorites. So first off, I have found a foundation this month that I absolutely love that is very surprising to me. If you didn't watch my Get Ready With Me with some of the Glow Minerals stuff, they sent me several things to review. So I did a Get Ready With Me and kind of tried out the products. One of the products was the Luxe Liquid Foundation. And oh my goodness, I love this foundation because it is kind of a glowy looking foundation. It's not full on dewy, but it does give you that kind of luminosity to your skin, but it's long wearing. Like, I found that this did not break down on my combo to oily skin until really not even late in the day. I mean, once I took it off at the end of the night, I looked a little bit, I mean, you do look glowy throughout the day, but it didn't look gross. That's the way most luminous foundations look on me. By the end of the day, they've worn off. My face is red because it's kind of like worn off in different areas. I look like I've been sweating. It just doesn't look cute. But this looked so nice. I'm so impressed by this foundation. Now, it is a spendier one. I think it's around $52 or somewhere around the $50 mark, which is a pricey foundation. But I feel like it's just a rarity because I've not found a foundation like this that gives me that kind of like luminous look to my skin, but actually sticks around and looks nice later in the day. So if you've overlooked this, I would say give it a try because it's amazing. And then my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, oh my goodness, I just love this thing. First off, the packaging is just so cool and rocker, and I feel like it really fits her, which is really neat. I love her whole brand. But also these powders are really good. I use these two as my under eye setting powders. This one I'll probably have to just use as an eyeshadow. It's not really ideal for my skin tone as a setting powder or as a highlight, but it would definitely work as an eyeshadow. These two I use as my contour colors. I do bring in this one either when I'm bronzing up my neck. I kind of like brush my brush across all three of them, just get a little dab of this to bronze up my neck, and that works. Or I can use it as a contour. I apply the tiniest little bit and I just really blend it to death. Because as you can see, that's a pretty dark color. But oh my gosh, I haven't used this as an eyeshadow, but that would be beautiful as an eyeshadow. So I definitely recommend this contour palette. I just think it's so good. I think the main thing I love about it is just how it works on the skin. That's why I love it, because they just blend so nicely, they're easy to use, and it's just a standout. I love this palette. And then I've been reaching for my Makeup Geek Immortal Gel Liner a lot this month. I either use this by itself, or sometimes I kind of like layer my liners, and I might use like a pencil with it in my tight line, and then I might use like a felt tip liner along my lash line or on the outer little wing part. But what I love about this liner is that it's super long wearing. It's not as creamy as my other liners. Now once I got kind of past the initial layer of this one, it was more creamy, but not as much as my other liners. But I think that that is why this one is so long wearing. It just really is that liner that I can put on and I don't have to worry about it going everywhere. So I really appreciate that about this liner. And I use it with my Sigma Eyeliner EO5 brush. I just really like this brush with it. It really makes a nice line. I can do that nice little wing at the end, and it's just good. If you're looking for a long wearing liner, this is one of the best that I've ever found. And then I really enjoy this brush from Delam Tools. This is the Delam Tools 944 brush. I've been using it for highlighter, but I think this would also be perfect for setting your under eyes. It's just a really nice shape to it. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's basically like a tulip brush, but it's fairly pointy on the sides, or like it kind of comes up to a point. So it's kind of more angular on the sides, I guess I would say. So I just really feel like it's nice for getting on the side of your cheekbone or underneath your eyes. I just really enjoy it. I think it's kind of fun that it's yellow and it's just sort of like sunshine. It's like a happy brush, but it works really well. For hair care this month, I really didn't have like a super duper standout, I can't live without this type product, but I have been enjoying my Eva NYC Up All Night Volumizing Spray. Mainly for the smell. It just smells yummy and fresh and just makes your hair smell good. Do I feel like it's added a lot of volume to my hair? Not necessarily, but I have only tried this with my hair wet before blow drying it. So maybe if I used it when my hair is dry, it might help. I do think that it helps add texture to my hair, which is always nice because my hair is like baby fine. It just always looks kind of flat. So anytime something can add a little bit more texture to it is good. It just helps me fix my hair more easily. So if I had to pick a hair care favorite this month, it would be this one, mainly for the smell, because I'm big on yummy smelling hair products. Okay, now on to skincare. So first off, I've been loving the Michael Todd True Organics Wild Berry Exfoliating Peel. So you guys know I'm a huge fan of Michael Todd. I tried a lot of their products over the last year and a half or so, but I had not tried this one. So they sent this to me and I've really been enjoying it. What this is a no joke exfoliating peel. So this is recommended for all skin types except for sensitive. So just know if you have sensitive skin, this is not for you. I have more kind of sensitive skin in that it's on the acne prone side, but I don't have like where I'll get rashes or things like that kind of sensitive skin. So this is fine for me. But what this does is it really helps to remove that top layer of just old, dead skin that doesn't need to be there anymore. So you put this on, leave it for about 10 minutes, and then rinse it off, and it really does give you like that fresh layer of skin. I've noticed that this is great for improving the texture of my skin. I really don't have a lot of products in my skincare collection that address the texture of my skin, but when I use this, oh my gosh, my skin just feels so soft and supple that night. The next morning, it really does make a difference. Now my skin looks a little bit red after I use it, so just note that. Don't be alarmed by that. It's pretty much just removing that old stuff. So your skin's gonna look a little bit red, but by the next morning, it's totally fine. I absolutely love this product. I think it is so good, but like I said, it's no joke. So just be prepared to know it is going to really, really work. So if you have sensitive skin, don't use this. But if you don't have sensitive skin, I would definitely recommend it. And then I've also been loving this Algenist Genius Ultimate Anti-Aging Cream. This is so good. It's really super spendy. I think that the big size is like $100 or so, which is just crazy. I got this little, well, it's actually not that little, it's a great deluxe size sample in gratis from Sephora, and I've kind of fallen in love with it. The next morning, my skin, after using this, my skin looks soft, smooth, hydrated, clear. It just, I can tell a huge difference. So, would I ever spend $100? I don't know, but I do really love this cream. So I would say if you're really struggling with your skin, I would recommend this cream. I just wish it wasn't so expensive. But I would say go into Sephora and do the Skincare IQ, because you can look up by your skin type, your concern, the brand, you can read about other customer ratings. It's just great information. But if this comes up, just know it's a great product. It's just pricey. And I really enjoy this stuff. This is the new Detox Brightening Fizzy Powder Wash. This is just fun to use. I mix this with a little bit of water, and it just really feels good on the skin, a little bit gritty, and it gets in there, and it has great ingredients. It has vitamin C, omegas 3, 6, and 9, rose hip seed, and I don't know, I think it smells good. It really does. And I was talking to the brand rep from Nude, and she said that people have said that it smells like cereal, and I'm like, yes, it smells like cereal. I don't know why I think that's so fantastic, but I like it. I feel like it does great things for the skin. My skin looks nice after I use it, but I just like the experience of using it. It just smells good, it's fizzy, it's kind of weird and different in the way that you kind of like are mixing up your own skincare with it. But it's just a great product. It says effervescent enzyme powder wash, brightens skin with vitamin C, rosehip, and vanilla seeds. Vanilla, that's what she said, is that one of the main ingredients is vanilla. So yeah, it just smells good, but I can definitely see that it smells like cereal. And then a totally random favorite that's probably a little bit disturbing, but this is real life, folks, and I know a lot of us have sinus headaches. You know, Texas is just all over the place with our weather. It's hot one minute, it's cold the next minute, it's just crazy. So I get horrible sinus headaches. They're not as bad as migraines, that's the worst thing ever. But sinus headaches are bad too. So I've been using the NeilMed Sinus Rinse All Natural Relief. I got this at Walgreens, I think it was around $12.99. I got the pack that came with like the little dispenser thingy and the little rinse packs. So you need to use these. Read the directions, because it's really important that you know how to use all this and how to clean it and that. But you have to use the little packets that it comes with. You need to use distilled water or bottled water, but this really does help to clear everything out and just relieve that sinus pressure in your head. It's weird when you first start using it. I felt like I was drowning. I actually used to use a neti pot that's basically like this, but you have to like turn your head more. That's more hard to get used to. That's even weirder. But this one, just know when you start using it, it's gonna be weird. But once you get that relief from that sinus pressure, you're not gonna care. You're gonna keep using it, I bet. So if you can get past the weirdness of the experience, because it's really just odd. I remember the first time I used it, I was like, this is so strange, because you're like holding this thing and it's a whole big thing, but it really does work, at least for me, and it's really helped my sinus headaches this month. So I wanted to mention this random but very useful favorite. And then really quickly, some fashion favorites. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I totally hit the jackpot at Kohl's and found some amazing clearance jewelry. I owe that all to my friend Lori Jolliker, because she posted something about it, and then I went and checked my Kohl's, and oh my gosh, such a gold mine of cheap, amazing jewelry. So this one, I just put it back on its little container, the little display thingy container, whatever you call this thing that this is hanging on. So this was like $5.60, which is amazing. I just love it. It's so chunky and cute. And then these two are definitely two of my favorites. They kind of make a lot of noise, but they're lightweight. That's what I like about them. So they're big, like statement pieces, but they're not super heavy. The first one is heavier, but I still love it. But these two are lighter. So I love those. Pretty much everything I found there. They had some more expensive jewelry items, but everything that I got was like $3, $4, $5. I stuck with that range, but they did have other stuff that was on clearance. It was $7, $8, $10, $12, higher prices, but all of those were around $4 or $5, which is so good. And then I love these two sweatshirts that I got there. This is making the camera go crazy. This is Sonoma brand. It says says live simply, and this one says enjoy the little things. I just think they're really cute. I like the messages on them, so they make me happy, and they were like $15 plus I had a coupon. I've mentioned before, Kohl's is my favorite store, I think, of all time. I really do. Because now my Kohl's has quite a few makeup brands there, like Lorac, Cargo, The Balm, Jane. So I could spend all day in there just looking at clothes, shoes, makeup, jewelry. I love it all, and I love their coupons. Love Kohl's. Alright guys, so those are all my February favorites. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and let me know what you were loving in the month of February. I would love to know your favorites. Let me know any questions that you have down below. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!